Assalamu alaikum. What is for loop node? For loop node is for specifying iterations. What it means is the the part of code which is attached to loop body execution pin will execute it repeatedly. And how many times it will be repeated? It depends on the values you have entered here. For example, if you have entered 0 here and 3 here, then code attached to or part of logic attached to loop body execution pin will be executed 4 times, because for 0 is also used in programming. So for the first time it will run for 0 index, then for 1 index, then for index 2, and then for index 3. And when for loop nodes fire ups first time, you will get index 0 here, and when it fires up again, you will get index 1 here, and again you will get 2 here, and then you will get 3 here. And after that, the for loop will stop its execution, and after it completes its iterations, then the complete node execution pin will fire up. So you can find for loop like that by writing for loop here. For loop, this for each loop is different, and for loop with break is also different. Right now we are doing this. Okay, so let's take another print string and attach string here. Make it dark blue. So now if I press X, the loop body will execute the part of code which is attached to loop body execution pin repeatedly for 4 times, because we have entered first index as 0 here and last index as 3 here. And after it completes its execution, complete execution pin will fire up. So I have pressed X for 1 time. You see, okay, it dark blue is not visible. Let's make it yellow. Now you can see loop body and then index 0, then another execution loop body and index 1, loop body third time index 2, and loop body fourth time and index 3, and then you will get completed. Okay, so this is the functionality of for loop node, but use this for loop node with caution, because as we are dealing with blueprints, so blueprint nodes are somehow slower than C++. So if you attached a very big and large logic and many number of blocks here, nodes here, and attach them to loop body, and you run it for like 100 times and 200 times, it can cause frame rates to drop. But for normal use, it is okay, very okay to use that node, and also it is very useful. So that's it for this tutorial. If you like it, please subscribe and share it. In the next video, we will cover for each loop and for loop with break. Allah Hafiz.